Hey guys, I really wasn't gonna make a video tonight, but I kind of feel like I need to. Um, yeah, it's been a while since my last video, probably like 2 or 3 months. And, uh, yeah, so today's been one of those days where I've just been feeling very down, very hopeless, not really feeling very good, basically. Um, I guess I can just give you guys a little bit of an explanation as to what I'm feeling. Because I think a lot and I have a lot of thoughts that go around and around and around and around in my head. Yay. And I just can't really ever get answers to the things that I'm thinking about. So, some of the things that I've been struggling with are the fact that basically I can't date. Like, I could if I wanted to, but I feel like I can't because of my attachment disorder, because I'm very clingy, and when I date, I can't stop thinking about the person and why they're not calling me and all that wonderful crap that guys can't stand that girls do. And I have like a compulsion. I can't help it. It's like it's in here. And because I have very low self-esteem and low self-worth, um I'm always afraid of abandonment. I'm always afraid that somehow, some way the person's going to leave me. I'm not going to be good enough. Um and it's been really difficult for me to not be alone necessarily, but just constantly having these thoughts in my head. Like, I feel empty as a person. I just feel empty. I feel like I don't have love for myself, and how can I really love myself? Like, how can I expect somebody else to love me if I don't love myself? Like, that's the same thing I was talking about in my last video. It's just, how do you get there? Like, how does a person actually get to that place where they do finally love themselves and don't feel empty? If anybody knows, I'd like you to leave a comment, because yes, there's therapy, yes, there's medication, but that's not really like a fix. And the same time is that I also am a Christian, but I've been struggling with my faith in God a lot. He never really gave me closure on something that I was praying about a couple years ago, and I just kind of feel like, where is he? Like, he didn't answer my prayers. What's the point in praying? Now I feel like, why pray? He's not going to answer my prayer anyway. God's will be done, right? So if his will's going to be done, why do I need to pray? you know? I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but also, on top of feeling empty and alone, and the fact that I really have to come to terms with the fact that I just can't date ever. Like, I'll never be able to even maybe even have a guy friend, because in the back of my mind I'll be thinking, oh, is this going to turn into something else? And so I'm trying to come to an acceptance point of saying to myself, that I'm probably never going to be able to be with anybody because of my attachment disorder, and that's a real thing. You can research it. And mine is pretty severe. I have a lot of abandonment issues and just a bunch of wonderful things because of my upbringing. And recently somebody that I used to know passed away, and I don't know if it like triggered me or something, but I really cared about that person, and I felt pathetic because I knew he didn't really like me back, and I was young. Like, he liked me and we did date, but it wasn't like, it's not going to be a lasting love. I don't honestly think the person even really loved themselves. But it kind of triggered me because it made me think about things, I guess, just like the past and past memories, which really bother me and they stick with me. I don't know if that's part of depression or not. But I definitely have had anxiety more recently, and just not like, I mean, the person was young, so, and it wasn't really a wonderful way to go. And it makes me feel sad for the person. But also, like, it makes me remember the way that the person treated me. They didn't really, like, have a lot of empathy for the fact that I was hurt, but they didn't really either. So, like, come from a, good family home. So I'm kind of just, like, trying to come to terms with that somehow. Like, okay, they didn't come from a good home, neither did I. It just wasn't a good fit, period. Like, move on. That's what regular people would do. But because I have anxiety and depression, it stays with me and it lingers, and I don't really have a lot of people that I hang out with because I don't trust a lot of people, because growing up I got bullied constantly. And so I'm just doing my best to try and, I don't know, live life with some type of happy moments in it, I guess. I dyed my hair recently. You guys probably can't see it, but it's like a light pink on top. It's like the lighting in my house is like ridiculous. I don't even know. I don't even have a computer, so I'm using my phone to do my videos. Lovely. Not that that really has to do with much of the video, but if you guys are watching this and maybe want to get to know a little bit more about me as a person, yeah. So I'm just feeling like not good, basically. Just not good. I'm just feeling empty, lonely, depressed, anxious. Not really anxious as much as depressed. I'm more depressed. I just feel hopeless. I feel like who knows if God is real. I mean, I go to church every Sunday and I like being there and I worship and things, but like, who really knows? Nobody really knows for sure. We have the Bible. That's not like proof. We can't actually see God. Yes, we can have like feelings, certain feelings. We can have religious experiences. That is not proof that God exists. So yes, because of my depression and the way that I think, I constantly am now saying to myself, what if he doesn't exist? I don't want to die alone. I don't want there to not be a heaven. What if I go to hell? Like, these are just all the thoughts that I have about God. And then, why isn't he answering me? Why do I have these certain personality traits that make it so, I couldn't fit in with the people that I wanted to fit in with? And why am I like, why did he put me in this family where I would basically have this attachment disorder, so now I can't date? Like, it's just a bunch of things. Like, if God knows the family he's going to give you and the DNA he gives you and all this, why would he do that? Like, why would he basically set a person up for failure? That's what I feel like. I feel like he set me up for failure. How was that, like, how was that something that a good God would do? Like, I don't really, I'm sorry, I don't really think that that's something God would do. And then that makes me question my faith. It makes me question, is he there? Is he there? Is he real? Like, how do we know if he is there or not? And there's many people who are atheists and they say that they live their life happy and all this, but I can't live my life happy knowing that God's not there. Like, and the fact that I'm questioning it and I'm going back and forth brings me into even more of a depression, because now I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I really don't. I don't even know. I just want to be normal. I want to be happy. I want to be grateful for certain things in my life that other people don't have. People are dying of starvation in Haiti. And yet I'm like, I can't be happy. I just feel like no matter what I do, I'm not happy. Underneath it all, I'm just depressed and not happy. So, yeah, I am also going to school full time. Um, and because it's summer, I'm taking summer courses. So at the moment I'm part-time, but I'm taking 3 online. I don't know if you guys know how intense that is. It's a 5-week thing. It lasts 5 weeks. And then the course is over, but I'm taking 3, and I'm probably going to have to drop one because I just can't. It's just too much. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and no, it's not happening. So that's kind of got me down because I want to graduate in 2019 in the spring, and if I can't somehow fit those courses in before then, I'm going to have to take another semester. And that's going to be basically 2.5 years trying to finish up my bachelor's in psychology. That's what I'm taking. So I learn a lot of things about personality and people, and it's honestly discouraging. It makes me feel like these things this have done permanent damage to me, and I'm not going to be able to make it better. And it's self-sabotage, really. Like, if something good comes into my life, I find a way to sabotage it. I find a way to make it not work. And I hate that I do that, but it's not even a conscious thing. It's subconscious. Like, I find faults in almost everybody and everything, and like, I'm not really like a mean person. I'm a pretty nice person. If people got to know me, they would think I was very nice. And sometimes I'm actually very quiet and very shy when I'm around people because I don't feel adequate. I don't know what to say. I don't want to feel stupid. But actually, my real self is an extrovert. I'm extroverted. I'm usually like, if I'm happy, I'm bubbly. I'm silly, I'm goofy, but I don't know. I just have a lot of problems, honestly. My parents can't be parents. My family members that are connected to my parents kind of disassociated from us. They pushed away from my family because my parents were like the black sheep of the family. The two people of each family that had severe mental disorders got together and had children, and I'm the product of those people's children who couldn't take care of me. They neglected me and abandoned me, not because they wanted to, but because they didn't really know how to raise children. So I didn't get the self-worth, the enrichment, the guidance, the steps that parents take to go say, good job, I'm glad you got all of these answers right on your kindergarten homework or your first grade homework or certain milestones that you need to be praised for as a child. I didn't get. So I basically didn't build self-esteem at all with my parents growing up. And it's like, I don't know. It's just been a struggle. It's really a struggle. And I want to be happy and I want to put a smile on my face for you guys for the camera. But it's not a real smile. It's just, I'm going to go to bed tonight and it's going to be get up in the morning, probably do the same thing over again and feel the same, like, depressed, whatever state. So, yeah, I mean, I guess people might be embarrassed to put videos like this up on YouTube, but I want to show people what's real. This is what's real. This is human. I'm sitting in my apartment by myself watching TV, single mom, and feeling lonely because I have had a dysfunctional upbringing with parents who really couldn't raise children. And this is the product of that person. I could have been in a longitudinal study. I really could have. Like, I'm that stereotype kid who, let's study this person. What happens to children who don't have parents who, can actually raise them, pay attention to them, care about them, think about their needs. My parents left me when I was little outside in winter for like 15 minutes. I think I was like, maybe I was 7 or 8. And I went to a friend's house and came home, and they weren't there. The door was locked, and I sat in the backyard not knowing where they were. They didn't even tell me they were leaving. They actually, it was probably longer than 15 minutes, yeah. It was probably more like a half an hour, and then the neighbors across the street called the police, and it was very dysfunctional. You don't do that. And I still to this day remember that, and I'm 32 years old, and I still think about how my parents left me, how it made me feel inside, how anxious I was, how scared I was, like... And I also don't have, like, self-esteem of my looks. I think that I'm pretty much not that good looking. I look at myself in the mirror and I focus on my flaws. And because certain people didn't accept me when I was younger, I felt like it was because I wasn't pretty. But then I go back to my personality and say, well, I didn't develop the charisma that I needed and the guidance that I needed in order to become a full person, a whole person. So I couldn't express my personality. I still to this day feel like nobody really knows my goofy personality, and I'll never show it because I'm actually very eccentric and it's embarrassing and I don't want people to see. So it's like I have all these parts of me that I wish that I could express, but I can't. And I wish I could feel good, but I can't. And I wish people could see me for who I really was, and I feel like they won't. And I can't have a relationship where somebody can have the partner that they need, because I can't be the partner that they need. I can't even be the person that I need to be for myself. Like, so, anyways, that's my spiel. I want it to be real. I wish I could give you guys a happy ending, but yeah, there really isn't. It's 10:30, and maybe my next video I could maybe give you an update on how I'm doing, how it's been going and all that. So bye guys, have a good night, a good evening, good morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. And maybe you guys could give me your input, or at least maybe this could just help other people know that they're not alone in some way, in whatever capacity it is. Bye bye.